Proverb says, when gods are at odds, they bloody the sky, and rivers run dry, monsters slay, mortals die. Indeed, the strange tale of the Sirens and their victims is rooted in the feud that raged between Athena, goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, god of sea. In the beginning, everything was alive. The earth twitched like a sleeping bear. The sea threw vast tantrums called tidal waves. Trees capered, rocks sank.
This must cease. We gods can float serenely above such disorder, but the race of humans we have planted upon earth is much more fragile breed, unable to abide amid rollicking seas and frolicking trees and mountains that skip like rams. We have to pose a little order.
Zeus froze the rebels, these creatures refusing to obey the edict. The gods thought to amuse themselves by fighting. Zeus then summoned the gods to his throne room and imposed a truce, promising eternal punishment to anyone violating his terms. A demigod named Proteus received a message from Athena, asking him to visit her. Proteus was a talented creature who could change his shape and become any living thing. He was very surprised by this invitation from the owl goddess, for Athena and Poseidon, his father, were sworn enemies.
You are a welcome sight, although thought a strange one. It is not often that a seal is found at these altitudes.
I don't know why you sent for me, but I am honored by your summons.
As you may know, Zeus has declared a truce, prohibiting us gods from feuding with one another. And those of us who have no desire for peace shall have to rely on others to carry on our vendettas. My own plans for pursuing my quarrel with Poseidon are quite attractive, but I need your help.
You wish me to betray my master?
Precisely.
What do you offer me to betray him?
Oh, Proteus, I only have wisdom to offer. I know it doesn't sound like much, but remember, this wisdom is the key that unlocks the secrets of nature. He who possesses only one of these secrets can enrich himself of avarice.
I see.
Beware, Proteus. I am not the one to forget a favor refused. I don't ask much, nor am I refused that often. In all modesty, I make a dangerous enemy.
Please, Athena, your threats stare at me so that I shall have to go to Poseidon with my tale. He in turn will report to Zeus that you are planning to break the peace.
Well, as dispenser of wisdom, I should be wise enough myself to know when a craving must go unsatisfied. I bear you no grudge, Proteus, and you must not try to think so unkindly of me.
I give you this pearl as a gift of apology. It is a flawless gem, as you can see, but I must admit your beauty must dim the lesser of any jewel.
You are courteous and sweet-spoken, Proteus. Is there anything I can do for you before you leave?
Tell me, how is it thy knowing thy true self? You see, goddess, I am so changeable. I have so many selves that I don't know which is the real me.
We can try to find thy true self together. Why don't you run through your transformations for me? First, answer a question for me of your own special knowledge. It is true that every enchantment bears within its own thwart.
If by that, my lady, you mean a counterspell, one that nullifies or reverses the magic, then the answer is yes. But I've never tested the theory personally.
Has no one ever tried to thwart your transformations?
They have indeed tried, but all failed. I knew whoever could seize me and hold me through 3 metamorphoses would prevent a 4th change and return me to the shape I first adopted. You must understand, I can change myself into any animal and kill my victim in a blink of an eye.
Now why don't you show me a few of your favorite transformations, where the real you may perhaps be inside. I know, become once again the creature you were born. I believe it will give us the clue to what you seek. Well, I'm waiting. Proteus, begin.
Unable to disobey the goddess, you return to the Hades shape that he had worn when entering the world.
Let me look at you.
grasped Proteus by the face and held him. He transformed into an eel and began to wriggle free. The goddess clasped him tighter, and then he changed into a bull. The goddess grabbed him by the horns and held on as he transformed into a tiger. He tried to leap away, but the goddess grabbed him by the tail. This caused him to return to his original form of sea glob.
I am yours, entirely yours. Command and I will perform. Very well. You have convinced me.
Thank you, O goddess, thank you.
Now listen carefully. I have recruited a very promising young witch named Circe. A dangerous beauty, in fact. Go to the Isle of Sauce, but on your way, pick up 2 assistants. You must search the ocean for a pair of the strongest, swiftest, cleverest sea nymphs you can find. Then you must bring them with you to Circe's palace to assist her. Are you sure you understand your job?
Yes, goddess.
Then he was off. He found his 2 sea nymphs named Thales and Legia and headed to Circe's Isle of Sauce. For the first month or so, everything went well as Proteus taught Circe and the 2 Nereids the art of transformation. Circe was a natural sorceress and learned faster than Proteus could teach. Though they weren't as good as Circe, the 2 nymphs were very eager to learn. Nevertheless, Proteus grew very frantic. Feuds erupted between the nymphs and Circe. She was jealous of the nymphs' beauty. Proteus tried to fix the problem by separating them, so Proteus called them together.
Our mistress, the goddess Athena, appeared to me and gave me instructions of which I shall pass on to you.
Very well. What does she have to say?
You are now ready to disrupt the traffic of the sea. You, Thales and Legia, will lure the ships onto the rocks. Then Circe, you will trap the sailors in pits and stalls and turn them into animals. Any questions?
How will we get the ships to wreck themselves on the rock?
In a classic manner, go to the shoreline and light a fire. That will signal safe passage for the ships. Naturally, they will steer towards your flames and wreck themselves on the rock. Now go.
Poseidon soon learned of this plot, so he made it rain in sudden bursts, right after the nymphs would build the fires, so their plan could not succeed.
We have to change tactics. We can't keep the fires going.
We're leaving here. We hate Circe and she hates us. We're rotting away on this forsaken island. Where are all the shipwrecked sailors we were promised? We sit here building fires, while Poseidon rains on them, while Circe glares at us and mutters nasty things under her breath. And nothing happens. Nothing at all.
Listen to me, and things will happen. We'll make them happen. That's what I came here to say. You will no longer build fires. You will lure them another way.
What way?
You will sit here on the rocks and sing, so beautifully that anyone hearing you will be enchanted and follow the songs onto the rocks.
Do you really think we will sound good? Our voices are not that irresistible.
Not quite yet, but they will be with my training. I will cast a spell on you, and your voices will be irresistible.
Proteus taught them to sing, and they lured sailors to the rocks. They would take the sailors to Circe's castle, where she would turn them into beasts. Many weeks later, the sisters lured 2 sailors named Pero and Heracles onto the rock. They saved the sailors from Circe's wrath, but Circe was enraged, so she shot wings onto the sisters' backs. So Thales and Legia flew away from Circe's wrath forever.
Many generations after the Sirens learned to sing, a famous voyager Ulysses was sailing away from Circe's island when a bee flew on board with a very important message.
Heed my words, Captain. I was once a man like you, but now I wish to help. What makes you think I need help? You have escaped from Circe's magic, but now you are headed for even greater danger. If you ignore me, you shall perish, but accept my gift and you shall save yourself.
What gift?
This bowl of pure beeswax.
made from the finest plants in all the world.
How could this ball of wax possibly save us?
Very soon, if you decide to keep this course, you'll hear singing. Whoever hears it will bound to follow it. If you do follow the siren song, your ship will hit a reef and tear apart. There's no use trying to steer clear. For when your men hear the song, they jump overboard to their destruction.
You seem to know what you're about. Speak on.
The bee told him what to do and flew away. Then Ulysses gathered his crew and issued his commands. The crew grumbled, but nobody disobeyed the captain.
You must obey me until I am bound to the mast. Then, no matter what I do, no matter what signals I give for you to release me, you must ignore them. For I have lost my senses and will be issuing crazed commands.
He took the ball of beeswax and stuffed the crew's ears with wax so they could hear nothing. Then they tied Ulysses to the mast tightly. Ulysses had to hear the sounds around him, or he would not be able to command his crew. Then they heard the sounds of the singing. Ulysses ordered his crew to set sail, for the wind was off the reef now, so they were able to avoid it. Ulysses heard the siren song, and his desire to go towards it grew stronger and stronger. Then, behold, he broke free of his bonds and rushed towards the edge of the deck. But his strongest man was standing guard, as he had earlier instructed. The guard seized Ulysses before him with an anchor line, so Ulysses was not able to escape. One of his crewmates, however, heard the siren song and ran and jumped overboard. Then the song of the sirens died away. Ulysses motioned for his crew to unplug their ears and to set him free. Ulysses looked back at the sirens, but all he could see was what looked like two enormous birds in the distance.
Soon after, Thales told her sister Legia, Sister, sister, take heart. Those who swarm so noisily must soon drive themselves off the earth. The foul vapors will blow away. The waters will clear. A pure primal hush will fall again upon the seas, and the sirens will be heard once more. And so it was.